Hello everyone, Espurr here. Now, what is the game on Rainmaker Inkblot where we're watching the Stringer? Two things to mention: enemy team doesn't really have any real slayers except for the brush, kill the brush, and they lose a lot of their kill potential. You have a carbon. Make sure that if you see any blue paint, ink it so that it's orange and so that your carbon can use it. Now, with that out of the way, let's get on to the video. Or the game, I guess. Anyways. See, so get to your spot a little bit slow, but yeah, sure, fine. Look over to the you know there's someone behind right stack. Someone's below you. Here's the thing. There was someone below right stack, or not below, but behind. It would have been a good idea to shoot him. It was probably the blob. The blob was probably below right stack. It would have been good to just shoot behind him, or behind right stack, and try to damage them, because he knew they were there, and he knew your team wanted to push there, because they dropped on right after all. Where else would they push? If you were to shoot that guy, that would mean that if your team pushed over there, they would have had a better chance of killing them. But anyways, oh, here we go. Shoot that. They're so weak. Oh, but they're gone. I'd say yeah, that was okay. I would suggest shooting the people on plat because they could easily rush you, but that was okay. Let's see. Nice. You get him. You get that guy. Good job. You see a guy over to the right. They jump out. Okay, so mid's clear. You take it. Good, I'm not dying to that bomb. Good job, Carbon. That's why we like Carbons when they're on our team. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, 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 do not take it here. Do not take it here. This is a really bad spot. Not only did you isolate yourself from your team in an attempt to score some points, but you also took like the worst route you can. The reason being that I know the ink rail lets you bypass the like uninkable. But I saw where you're planning to go next. You were planning to go into their bats. Bats being that little like alleyway at where you would drop from directly from spawn. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with alleyway or alley or bats. Let's call it bats. You were seldom missile. You did not move as much as you need to. The problem with it is you make it so that you have one direction to go that can easily be spammed out, bombed out, or whatever. And you make it quicker for the enemy to get to that spot. You make it harder for your team to get to that spot. And you make it so that, what is it? And it doesn't even help you cover more distance. There are no advantages and only disadvantages to going to that spot. You should not be here. You can get rushed immediately. Like you're okay, you were going to get rushed. But then you didn't get rushed. I don't know why. Anyways. You popped the whale because they were going to push, and you're kind of right. Here, I'd recommend not going for pop. You can't do it. Instead, I'd recommend going for ink. Try to go for the special, and more importantly, try to get some control so that your carbon can actually do something. Because keep in mind, you have a carbon on your team. You need paint. I know your team doesn't have, like, won't really win out on the paint front, but you can still try to help. Because look at what the carbon has to do. They just have to like stand there and just dodge some ink instead of actually killing someone. Alright, let's see. Carbon wants to try to kill someone. Unfortunate. Yeah, get out. Yeah, you put yourself into kind of a weird spot trying to pop the carbon. It was a fair thing to try to do, but they're a bit far. Pop a whale and push in. You can push in hard in this. Come on. Your teammate took it to the left, probably just to get it off of their spawn. Yeah, that's fine. They weren't gonna get any points out of it, but they got it off of their plat. That's fine. I'm wondering if someone's close like that, if it's not better just to tap shot them. Close. Okay, close and trapped in your ink. Alright. Now, go away. Now. There's a brush flanking you. How long does it take for you to realize? About like 4 seconds. And you only realized because you saw him right behind you. Yeah. How I realized was there was a brush there, they were heading to the right, and you didn't see him anymore. Anyways, yeah, at that 5-second mark, you had to kind of just rush in and try to grab something. Even if you were to die, that's... Maybe you wouldn't die. Maybe it's like a 1% chance where all their shots magically miss. But no, at that moment, you kind of did just lost there. You just lost at that moment. Big thing here is you didn't really realize like how much you need to go for paint rather than for shooting the objective. And yeah, there were a lot of times when you're trying to shoot the rainmaker, and you didn't really, when you could have really been shooting the enemy team, and that would have been providing you more assured pressure or a more meaningful impact. The other thing is not realizing that, yeah, I have a carbon. I need to make sure that they have paint to work with. I know my weapon isn't the best at paint, but I can still try and do something. Or if not, then I can try to damage the enemy team so that if my carbon does decide to push, they will have an easier time with kills. Now, with that out of the way, that'll be it. See you guys.